IU faced in-state rival Ball State at Memorial Stadium on Saturday, and one team wound up on the wrong side of a second-half blowout. We'll have full coverage.
The men's soccer team took part in an overtime thriller that included multiple comebacks and a one-hour thunderstorm delay, but one team pulled out the W on a rain-soaked field.
And I caught up with one of Indiana's all-time greats this past summer. That and much more coming up in Hoosier Sports Night. A near-capacity crowd filled Memorial Stadium, and after a pregame brawl on the tailgates, Hoosier fans were ready to cheer on their team to victory. The numbers were certainly in IU's favor, as the Hoosiers had won their last 19 games against teams in the MAC. Ball State, on the other hand, had never defeated a team from a BCS conference. However, Ball State brought in one of their best teams ever, featuring playmakers at the quarterback position in Nate Davis and in the wide receiver core with Dante Love. Offense expected to be the story in this one with quarterbacks Kellen Lewis and Nate Davis, but it was special teams at the beginning as Florida transfer Jeremy Finch blocks the punt. The ball goes out of bounds, awarded to the Hoosiers. They would tack on a field goal for an early 3-0 lead. After a Ball State touchdown, Kellen Lewis drops back to pass, finds Andrew Means deep downfield for a 47-yard reception. However, again, they would only come away with a field goal. 7-6 now, fourth down, Ball State looking to pick up the first down. Nate Davis finds his big tight end, Darius Hill, down the field for a 25-yard gain. They would go up 14-6 with an ensuing touchdown. Second quarter now, Davis swings it out to Dante Love, who absolutely gets hammered by Chris Adkins. The ball comes out, Nick Polk scoops it up and returns it for a touchdown to bring the Hoosiers within one. But the celebration would not last for long. Take a look at this hit again as Love's helmet smashes into Atkins' shoulder. He would be carted off the field. We'll have much more on this later. Ball State would respond, however, as Davis avoids the pressure. This would be a reoccurring theme in this game. He throws it off his back foot, just launches it up there, and Miles Trempe comes down with it for a 45-yard touchdown reception, 21-13 Ball State. Now, Kellen was very effective on the ground today. 25 rushes, 148 yards, including this touchdown run right there. 21-20 the Hoosiers, and looking to pick up the lead going into the second half. Lewis overthrows Ray Fisher and is intercepted by Nate Baker. Lewis ineffective through the air, 11 for 25, 159 yards, and that terrible attempt at a tackle. Ball State goes up 28-20 going into the second half. The offense is stalled out a little bit at the beginning of the third quarter. We pick it up with about a minute left as Marquell Lewis, looking to put the game away for Ball State, fumbles the football. Tyler Replogle recovers it and gets some momentum for the Hoosiers, but that would go away quickly as Austin Starr pushes this 43-yard field goal wide right. Ball State looking to put the game away on third down. Nate Davis drops back to pass. Again, avoids the rush. Only one sack all day for the Hoosiers. Picks up a huge block from his offensive lineman. Turns it upfield and makes a leaping effort for the first down. They would go on to score another touchdown, 35-20 Ball State. One more opportunity for IU as Lewis drops back to pass. No one's there as the ball hits the ground. Fourth down, Ball State gets it back. 42-20 is the final. Ronan O'Shea has more from Memorial Stadium.
When Kellen Lewis first met the Ball State Cardinals back in 2006, he led IU back from a 17-point deficit for a Hoosier win. The deficit this Saturday night in Bloomington, however, too much for IU, as the Ball State Cardinals improved to 4-0 with a 42-20 win over IU, snapping the Hoosiers' bid for a 3-0 start.
I don't want to take any credit away from them. They played very, very well. They deserved to win the football game. But we made some mistakes that we've got to get corrected that we shouldn't be making.
We know that we're a great team, and we know if we came and we played our football, we should have won this game. I mean, they took advantage of our weaknesses, and they got up on us.
And once they got ahead, they didn't look back. With the Hoosiers driving in the closing minute of the first half, Sean Baker intercepted Kellen Lewis's pass and returned it 40 yards for a score, moving Ball State to a 28-20 halftime lead and building the momentum for the rest of the game.
I thought I could squeeze it in there, and defender got his hand on my arm in the last second, and it just tailed on me. And it's kind of a gift wrap interception that he took back to the house.
And from there, it was all Cardinals, whose unanswered 14 second-half points put the game away, while Nate Davis cemented himself as one of the premier quarterbacks in the Midwest, completing 16 of 25 passes for 239 yards with a score.
Yeah, he was a great quarterback. We knew going in we had to get to him in order to win this game, and that's something we didn't do as a D-line.
Hopefully this week we can learn to play all 4 quarters and not just one half.
It's a tough loss, but it's one loss. It's one game. We got 9 big football games ahead of us, starting with with Big Ten season, Michigan State next week. So we've got to come back, go to work, and get better.
At Memorial Stadium, I'm Ronan O'Shea, Hoosier Sports Night.
The Hoosiers' inability to stop Ball State's offense was a determining factor in the Cardinals' victory. Quarterback Nate Davis was 16 of 25 for 239 yards and 1 touchdown, while running back McQuell Lewis rushed for 166 yards and 4 TDs. Overall, the Cardinals put together 463 yards of total offense. Kellen Lewis contributed with 148 rushing yards, but just couldn't get it going through the air as he was only 11 for 25 for 159 yards and those 2 costly interceptions.